So don't create your own pressure, but be ready to push back at me and say, I think I can make a run of it. I think it's fucking time. Ultimately, you decide if you're gonna live or not. Am I just gonna get through life, or am I gonna live? Because it's a fucking choice. I mean, you literally decide that. And some people decide it when they're 70 and it's too late.
Definition of a champion.
Nice. Damn, wasabi. A big old bowl. Yeah. You hold that one. Those look good, Justin. Good job, man. Oh, look at that race car. These actually match. You want these on your hood? Got you a little something, Rainey. Values can go here. There they are, kids. Read them and weep. Live by them or die. So we're just going to take a little minute and say a little something. Go ahead, Ben.
All right, I'll just go and read off the board here.
As you guys may or may not know, last year we were here yesterday. 1 year ago, we were here to celebrate with, I believe, 10 employees. And this year we are 30, minus food poisoning and blown up turbos. So today we're 30. We were celebrating 5 million this time last year for the month. We're celebrating 3 million this year. Next year we'll be celebrating 6 million, and we're gonna have to rent the whole facility because there'll be about 60 of us. So the way that we're gonna do that, you guys remember we had a meeting and kind of got together and talked about mission, vision, values. So what we did is we boiled it down, and we wanted to just kind of present these to you guys. So as we talked about, and I think we decided on this one in the meeting, but it's lead the wheel fitment revolution on a badass life journey. Remember, our whole point was, this is how we make our money, but this is how we live our lives. This should always be fun. This should never be a job. This should always be something you want to be doing. If this doesn't apply to you, this is your last supper. So then we took everything you guys talked about and we turned it into the mission. The mission is, how are we going to do that? So our team will live and breathe custom vehicles and wheel fitment by being passionate leaders in the custom car and truck culture. So our whole goal is to lead the culture, both being positive, good people that people want to be around in the industry. And I think that's why we hired a lot of these folks that are here. And then this will never be a job. We will inspire each other, and we will live the enthusiast lifestyle. So the goal is you should be inspiring the guy next to you. Well, not him, he doesn't even work here. The girl next to you. You should be inspiring the guy next to you. I mean, the whole, every day. Be willing to teach, be willing to learn. So everybody here should be teaching. I hope that you guys see that Ben and I are always willing to learn from you guys. We pretend we know everything, but we know we don't. So the minute you prove us wrong, we pretend we didn't say what we just said. So that's where we're learning. And then appreciate and celebrate. The reason we're here tonight is hopefully you guys have seen that whenever we're winning as a company, we try to make sure that we're winning as a team. And we're always gonna do that. That's why we bought everybody Ferraris. They're in the parking lot. Grab yours, pick your color. Show respect, no secrets. So remember, we vowed that we would always tell you guys everything, and we expect that you all do the same for us. And then be your biggest fan. So this is the brag. Don't be afraid to brag. Because you should be just as proud of what you're doing every day. Stand up and say that. I wouldn't do it outside of work because people are going to think you're an arrogant asshole. I get that a lot. But do it inside work. It's a lot safer. So thank you, Justin, for making these. And what do you think? Can we live by that? Siggy suggy, siggy suggy. Hoy, hoy, hoy. You said please, sir, don't forget both mics. I believe that you have them, sir. And I acted like I remembered when the truth is I left them in the Hummer and they were still in the Hummer this morning, which I drove to work. Bank's here. Like the whole Wells Fargo bank is here.
Like they brought the bank.
Like get out of their chair. How's it going?
Good.
You guys met Al? I can't remember. I don't think you have.
Nice to meet you.
A lot of them are like, God, did I screw this up? But I'm too deep now, so I guess I've got to stay with what I've got.
Yeah.
That's how the world turns. The reason our aren't doing anything is because we haven't done anything. So let's do something today. Let's get the video done by tomorrow. It's a 45-second video. If you want it bad enough, it'll get done. It's one of our top campaigns. I can't believe we'd wait till Friday. I think everything else you guys are crushing it. We just got to get this thing going. But this is where, I mean, this is the most fun part. From here, it's just work. Coated all the things.
How much did this cost, if you don't mind me asking?
I wouldn't mind asking either. How much did this cost?
I wouldn't mind asking you.
When you find out, let me know.
That is awesome.
We're never gonna know either. You'll just send me an invoice and hope I pay it. You wanna text him and ask him how much that was, just so that the shell shock sets in early? Pimpin' ain't easy, Fuller. That's all I have to say about that. Pimpin' ain't easy. They gave me a warning and told me I just have to check the boxes and say I fixed it and mail it back to them. I'll probably be able to get that done before lunch. No, they give you a warning and it says check these boxes when you're done fixing these 3 items and then sign it and send it back to us. Missing my front plate. Told them I think I know where that is. It's right there. Yeah, because I went head on with a state boy. They were bored sitting in the ditch, so I knew it was over when they turned around right away. I was like, he's still pulling me over. There's 5 of us, but it's me. Vehicle tire protrudes and tinted tail lamps. He was a nice young man. I think he was in training. Do you have a plan of where we're going with this? That doesn't sound like a plan. Good morning, sir. I'm only carrying 2. I'm an old man. That's the trouble that's happening is you keep thinking about all of it versus just focusing on what you have to do. Because then your stuff doesn't get done because you're busy thinking about a how-to, which you have nothing to do with.
Okay.
And that should say video. I don't know who filled that out, but it's not done very well. Ready to Rolo? Ready to Rolo, YOLO? YOLO. You only live once, YOLO. Go left. Cop should get his ass. I'm gonna call him in.
Look at that stance he's got.
I'm gonna call the
He's
fucking
way
cops
over
right now and tell them there's 2 of them heading down towards College Avenue. 1 Ford, 1 a Hummer. If you let me off the hook, I'll point out their coordinates. Yeah, they got everything. They got racking. Might be able to get a desk or 2. They're basically selling everything, and if they're not completely out of their minds and selling at a reasonable price, we'll probably buy everything they have. You left this door open.
Fall out.
Put your seatbelt on, Fuller. Fuller's not wearing a seatbelt again, Tim. It's a closing. They got nothing to lose. Now let's just walk around back there.
That was a good buy.
Yeah, I think
Those are gonna work
those would be
on
the
the
cat's ass, because then you're not locked into any layout, which is what's worked really well for us so far. Hey, man! Did I scare the dog? Did you see what happened last night, bro? Well, no, I didn't see it till this morning. I went to bed early, too. Fitment Inc. sold a staggered setup for a G35 in California.
Shit. Nice.
That's your first real one.
Right?
I didn't even recognize the guy's name.
Non-assisted. Hell yeah,
Congrats. That's a big deal. That's your first real sale. There's Cody Deering. Let's have another round of applause. Why do you hate clapping?
Sean, quick question.
He's like, yeah, one of the guys I know, Fuller, was just telling me about the cameras they use and the SLR or DLR or whatever it is, and because she had a nice camera. And she's like, oh yeah, what do they use that for? And he's like, oh, they're social media. They're actually a pretty big deal right here in Apple, blah, 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 blah. She goes, I need to interview them as soon as possible. So we gave him our contact information, and we're going to be on the news next.
Awesome. Let me know so I can do my hair.
Done. This doesn't look like all your faces. Brad, come in the room. All the way in, ass included. Is this everybody? Like we all even came to work? 4-26, we are crushing it on gallery ads, are staying strong at 1138. Site visits is back up. Today's the last day of April, so we will set our May goals and our July goals. We put up there what we were expecting because it was tax season. This is back to what we have to have. So if all those make sense, those would be our targets through May and July. Any questions on those? Tonight's the night. Fucking excited to watch Banker and Brad drink beer. So, and I'll come talk to you guys. Make it fun. Have fun with it. Don't get us in legal trouble. Junior actually is not awake. Are you on drugs? He fell asleep just now. Will you stay up watching cartoons till fucking 3 a.m.? We're getting close to 1 million views every 28 days. I'm gonna tell you the truth because I want you to know these things. So even though I want to beat Junior to death today, he is still leading the team to 880,000 views. We're fucking problem-solving ninjas. Yoga tomorrow? Who's in? Okay, we'll talk at lunch. Have a good day, everybody. Thank you. I'm hearing from lots of people that are saying, I understand I might not be like the target audience or the only one that cares, but for Dream Job, they would like us to go in depth on business, like literally teach me something really intense. So we're gonna do that. So we're gonna we'll take and do the math. How much do you wanna make? What is the profit margin of your business? Then how much does that mean in sales? If I can show them just that math with the old shit I never knew board, I think that'd have huge value. And that's why your calendars are super important, like we talked about last week. You gotta be like, no, yesterday I decided to do this, or the Post-its. And that's what Junior said to me yesterday. I mean, do you want the builder or do you want the other 7 things you're upset about not getting done? I said, the other 7 things, what does that mean for the builder? And we talked back and forth for 4 minutes and said, fine, let's push the builder all the way to full. Because I'm over it. We got 10,000 views on it. We get 10,000 views on a fucking spotlight me and Mario spend 11 minutes on, and he spends a half day editing. Junior spends a fucking week producing the builder. Yeah. A week versus a day, I'm taking the day. But I know that that means that you guys are gonna be telling me I can't do stuff I wanna do, but if it's just wanna do, I'm gonna have to let it go. And then we go back to what we have to do. So don't create your own pressure, but be ready to push back at me and say, I think I can make a run of it. I think it's fucking time. But be ready to debate and be ready to say, please just listen. And I'm the same way with Dream Job. I choose everything else on his list. Instead of Friday at noon, it's gonna be Monday at noon, and it's gonna be half as cool as last week. It is what it is. I'm fucking over it. Save us a shitload in AA batteries.
I was thinking for Dream Job.
Might as well shut this off.
I carry so much weight that you'll probably never believe it. I fade, I fall, stand tall. Some dream of greatness while others stay awake to achieve it. I do this without no excuses. Just love winning less than I hate losing. I'm proving the rain through my era. So even if I die for centuries through history, I'm alive. Right? I'm always a winner. Even if I fall, I can still get bigger. The definition of a champion. Definition of a champion.